The director for the upcoming Blue Beetle film has completely changed his tune. He is now asking moviegoers to give the film a chance after he repeatedly mocked them over their distaste for the inclusion of the Batman's a fascist line. Blue Beetle director Angel Manuel Soto completely changed his tune. So just kind of give you a background, if you recall, at the end of the first trailer, you have George Lopez's Uncle Rudy remarking Batman's a fascist. Numerous individuals took exception to that line, including YouTuber Ryan Kinnell. He said, at the end, the Batman is fascist. This is pandering to these stupid effing 20-year-old free profile picture. She, them, don't know what your effing gender is, don't buy comics, don't have money to go to movies. That's who that effing S is pandering to. Batman is a fascist. F off with that. That's so stupid, he declared. That would be clipped and shared to Twitter by this guy here, Officer Martinez, CMB movie fan. The director would actually respond to this tweet with a Skeletor gif that says, well, my job's done, and laughed 3 times. If you see here, Officer Martinez said, George Lopez saying Batman is a fascist has riled this MF riled up. I need more lines like that from the movie if they're freaking out like this. And he's laughing and saying, my job is done. He's glad that he pissed people off and that people are angry about the line. In response to another person who said all the indicated people are the ones who are today angry about the line, Batman is a fascist. He also said, my job here is done, and responded with a gif of Barack Obama dropping a microphone, clearly mocking people who did not like the line and were expressing that opinion, because it is an absolutely stupid, ridiculous, and just dumb line in general. But now in a new interview with a movie maker, he's asking fans to give the film a chance. First he tried to explain what was going on in the scene at the end of the trailer. He says, we always wanted to have fun with the way Rudy talks about other superheroes. Okay. And he continues saying, so to the people who got mad at it, give us a chance. We're just trying to have fun with the characters that we love. For some reason, I don't think you're doing that. Give you a chance. You are literally mocking people, bro. And you haven't apologized for it. And he says, and everybody in our movie loves Batman and Superman and the Flash. Is that why Uncle Rudy says Batman's a fascist? He loves Batman? The guy who says Batman's a fascist just loves Batman, apparently. I mean, does this guy think we're stupid? Come on now. Seriously. What do you think? Whose wool are you pulling over, man? Come on. And then he continues and says, and of course we have criticisms about all of them, as we all should, but that doesn't mean that we hate Batman. We love Batman. I think you hate Batman. I'm just going to throw it out there. You don't include that line in the trailer if you don't have a distaste for Batman. Like, seriously, come on. You clearly have a distaste for the character. You think that that's all DC does. There's too much of him. You clearly think he's beating up criminals or something like that, like all other like these leftists are always complaining about. You think he's like mentally disordered or something like that. You clearly have a problem with Batman. Otherwise, you wouldn't have included that in the line. We did get another reaction to this as well from the film star Zolo Maridueña. You might know him from the Cobra Kai series. He said that when he shared his thoughts on the criticism, he said, F that. Maybe Jaime and the audience don't agree with Rudy, but you're allowed to have your opinion. That's okay. He then insinuated the line was included to rile up viewers. He said, if you felt some type of way about it, that was the point. So I think if you agree with it, if you don't agree with it, it was placed there for a reason. And you know, all of the people who have their Batman shrines at home can keep them there and they don't have to worry. Well, I don't think they would be worrying about it too much anyways, but I think it is telling that at least Maridueña was honest enough to say that was put there for a reason, to piss people off, to make people angry. At least he had the gonads to say that, where Soto here is begging people to come see his movie now after he completely pissed them off. And I think has significantly hurt the chances of this film doing well in the box office. And I think the reason why he's changed his tune is because he's seen how poorly the past 2 DC films have done. Shazam! Fury of the Gods absolutely bombed, cratered at the box office, and then The Flash just passing 100 million, I think 3 weeks in at the domestic. Absolutely terrible. And it's interesting too, because James Gunn has actually commented on Blue Beetle. He said Blue Beetle is part of the DC universe, the character Blue Beetle. He's made it very clear that it's the character. So when he first announced his DC universe slate, in this video here, Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. He says, and then to move into a Blue Beetle, a fantastic film about a kid who is a marvelous part of the DCU. He's talking about the character there, a kid who is a marvelous part of the DCU. He would make this even clearer when he was speaking with Michael Rosenbaum. He said, the first DCU character for sure is Blue Beetle, and the first full DCU movie is Superman. So I think Soto might be thinking his job might be on the line if this film doesn't do well, so he's going to try and pander, even though I think his honest opinions were in those initial reactions where he was mocking people, criticizing that portion of the trailer with those gifs. So I'm not really buying anything this guy's trying to sell. I think he's totally trying to pull a con job on people. And I actually think that the dude actually does have a distaste for Batman as well. But let me know what you think.